Hi Gloria, thank you as always for uploading your pictures, and congratulations on becoming a professional photographer. The quality of the photography that you've sent in today is for sure a decent level, even a high level natural light professional, that of a natural light professional photographer. Fantastic, you've done so well, and big kudos to you. Okay, let's jump in. So let's just do the boring stuff first, which is actually quite interesting. So we've got the three pictures A, B and C, and the instructions were to change all of the settings. So I can see as we're changing, there's one between B and C. You didn't change the ISO, but so what? Let's work this out together, okay? So you can take a pen and paper. I'm going to write it over here. So this one is a 1/40th of a second at f 3.5 at ISO 800. Okay, let's just once I move my microphone and we'll make this easy to see. Okay, now the next picture is a 1/60th of a second, 160, sorry, a 1/160th of a second, that's important, at 2.5 at 1600 ISO. So now let's work this out. So from a 1/40th to a 1/60th, okay, I'm very sad to actually know these numbers, but it will go, we're going to do it in third clicks because I see you didn't do it according to actual stops, so you did it in third clicks. So I'll just do the numbers because I know them. So it goes a 1/40th, a 1/50th, a 1/60th, a 1/80th, a 1/100th, a 1/125th, a 1/60. So you took away, that's 6, excuse me, just turn my phone on silent. You took away 6 clicks. So that's minus 2 stops. 6 clicks is minus 2 stops. Remember, there's 3 clicks to a stop, okay? Stops work in thirds. Okay, now you went from 3.5 to 2.5. So again, I'm sad I know these numbers. It goes 3.5, it goes 3.2, 2.8, 2.5. That's 3 clicks. So there you added 1 stop. Okay, and it looks like it's going to be good. From 800 to 1600 is also +1, which means you took away 2 stops, you added 2 stops, you ended up back at the same exposure. Excellent. And now we can see just the difference is a teeny bit of extra depth of field from the 3.5 next to the 2.5. You see, teeny bit of extra depth of field. And now here we have quite a lot of extra depth of field. And we're not going to go into this more because I think you understand it, but you can work it out yourself. Excellent, excellent. It seems kind of boring, but I have a suspicion that you're not bored by it because I see that you're doing it well. You've really invested yourself in the course and you are now seeing the fruits of your labours. Okay, let's get into the exciting bit. So I'm going to start getting hard on you now because your photography is getting higher and higher, and as you go up and up, then it's more helpful for you to get heavier kind of criticism. Okay, you've chosen a great background. He's beautifully sharp, and the one issue here which pops out, which I think you're kind of aware of, is his hand clipping the bottom of the frame. Let's look at your stats. Your ISO 100 at 1.8 at 640 of a second. Do you think those are good, perfect or bad stats? I think they're perfect. Okay, what would you benefit from being at 200 ISO, being at a 1200 whatever of a second? Would you benefit anything from that? Absolutely not. There's no need to be faster than 640. 640 is a great speed, so there's obviously a lot of light around here. You're at 1.8, which is exactly what you should be when you're taking pictures of a single subject. And great, the only thing that I can fault here is that his hand is a teeny bit clipped off. The point of entry is his face, obviously, as we know. In regards to where our eye goes from here, I'm not sure. It could be the eyes coming down here, but it could also be that your eyes moving upwards because of this hand moving this direction. I'm not sure. It'd be dependent on like the emotion, the whatever the situation of the person looking at the picture. Compositionally, I think there's a little too much area over here, but that could just be my own personal thoughts. Like I said, the hand is a little cropped off. That doesn't add anything to the picture. Just a teeny bit more room at the bottom would make a big difference. Okay, excellent, excellent, excellent picture. Beautiful. I would, just to add a little bit here, I would just make it slightly panoramic. Just adds a little bit more energy to the shot, and I would probably try and center it a teeny little bit. That is a fantastic picture. Let's look at your stats. Good, perfect, or bad? Perfect. Absolutely perfect. 100%. Okay, this could be my favorite picture you've taken so far. Really good, solid photography. In Lightroom, I think we could brighten the kid's face, brighten her face up a little drop. Probably do that. And maybe add a little bit more energy in the hair, but that's in post. In regards to in camera, this is basically as good as it gets. Okay, you should give yourself a big pat on the back. Okay, great, another great shot. So look at the difference in the post. You've obviously added, I think you've added green, or you've added vibrancy. I think you've added vibrancy or saturation, could be saturation actually. Good sensitivity to directions. That's great. I love the fact that we've got movement going in this way. It creates a very dynamic image. You've got the subject is perfectly on the third, which also adds a nice kind of balance to the picture. Excellent. Kids also wearing the right clothes for the background. You've got no distracting anything in the background. You've positioned yourself perfectly, so you've completely you've given yourself just a pastel, very interesting, like texture, vibrant background. Nothing distracting. You've gotten down low to the level of the child. Excellent, absolutely excellent. You are completely, in my opinion, qualified to charge money for your photography. Okay, another nice picture. I'm not into the square format here. I feel it needs a little bit more room at the top. I don't think you're getting much from seeing his pants over here. So I would probably, I'm just thinking, let's have a look. I would probably be thinking something like this. Yeah, I probably would go with a crop like that more than a crop like this. Or, that's a lovely picture. Again, stats are fantastic. Excellent. Really happy. I love this when I see that the course works. When people invest themselves and they go with the course, then the results are kind of guaranteed, which is a big simcha for me. Okay, there'd be another option maybe of cropping in this way, which is also nice. This rock, it's also nice. Also a nice picture. I don't know which way I'd rather go with. But again, great shot. The most important thing here is that your stats are perfect, which is the foundation for good photography. This is the bit that's really easy to learn. Okay, the stats, it's not easy to learn, but it's very learnable. The sensitivities to the image and understanding color, the color balance of the image, the contrasts, what things make for, like that sensitivity to the pieces of the image that add a lot. That's much more difficult to teach. And you've landed on your feet in both senses. Excellent. Okay. So this is a lovely picture. It needs more post. She or he, whoever. Sorry, I don't know. I'm assuming that's a little boy. There we go. Okay, that he needs to be brightened up a little bit for sure. Could we will take this one into post. But again, a great composition. Point of entry is here. We come down here. Nice strong triangle. Adds a lot of energy. It's very moody. There's a lot. It's very dark, which adds a kind of dynamic tension, a lot of energy. Kind of a moody, makes it moody. His look, his gaze is an intense kind of gaze. It's not like a happy, not just a a happy smiley kind of picture, and it really goes well. Like I said, it would be good to just brighten him up a little bit. Okay, and here, not so into this picture. Again, stats wise, you're perfect. That's great. This is distracting. The fact that this rock is overlapping your subject, that breaks the isolation of your subject, which basically brings down the level of the picture. It happened to me this week that I was taking a picture of an annoying 3-year-old boy who was really difficult, and or 2-year-old boy, and his father said to him, "Go to that tree." I wanted to take a picture of him running towards me, and his father said to him, "Go to that tree over there." And what happened was the tree was in front of me, directly in front of me, and so as the kid started running to me, I couldn't do anything. That the tree was behind him because he had walked to the tree. My idea was that he should walk away from the tree, and then the tree he wouldn't have been directly in between me and the tree. So what was happening is the tree was coming out from behind him, and it was breaking my separation of subject and background. Okay, so that's basically what's happened here. Let's pay attention to the directions of our subject. It's our point of entry. Again, we could brighten his face up a little bit in post, and our eye comes around here. Okay, great. I would probably crop in a little bit, I think, or something like that. Okay, super impressed. Let's take this one into Lightroom. No, where's my Lightroom? 1 second, we'll do it a different way. I'll pause you. Okay, Gloria, we're back. It's just going to be simple. I appreciate that the black and white is not just you press the button as it was. This is an intelligent black and white. Just going to raise up the exposure a drop. I think something like that. I think we'll also raise up the exposure. I want to actually bring out I want to bring the contrasts out here. So we'll create a new one. Put up the contrasts, and I think we're also going to put up the clarity. There you go, just bring out those textures there, and we're going to create a new brush also with clarity, just to bring out the hair. That's a teeny bit much. Drop the clarity down a little bit. Okay, that's great. I think that's enough. Let's just have a look from here to here. Just a little different, but it just adds that bit. Just think about what we've done, though. To understand it on a deeper level, we've just basically emphasized our subject. Remember, Lightroom is, I don't want to throw out a percentage, but it's a massive percentage of emphasizing our subject. Emphasizing our subject is done in 2 ways. Remember, we've spoken about this many times. Is number 1, emphasizing the subject, or number 2, de-emphasizing everything else. Okay, so here we just emphasize our subject, and you've ended up with a great picture. Okay, Gloria, I'm like I said, excellent, really super impressed, and looking forward to seeing what you do for us next week. Okay, all the best.